Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. My name is Rabenschild, and as you can see I have removed the sensor configuration down here because Martin Mellon gave me a neat idea how I could, or yeah, he initialized an idea that I had how to maybe make this whole sensor stuff look a bit nicer. So he came up with the idea to maybe make something like one of these space docks out of Star Trek. These things that look like rib cages that kind of go around the ship, and then the workers can work in there. And I thought maybe that is too big, but having two arms on the upside and the downside that basically wrap around the ship, that might be neat. And what I will do with this is we will basically bring in the sensors on the top side and the bottom side of the ship, have it detect basically this block or a block that I put onto there, and then I can have nice structures that basically sit here, and I can test out Rabesh's idea of maybe bringing in the ship basically from the side. So let it directly move towards these connectors here again. And if it still doesn't work, the poor guy kind of is starting to be out of ideas. Why my ship it's a bit later in the evening on Thursday. I'm recording today because tomorrow I will have some things to do regarding Space Engineers, and so I want to do a bit of recording today. So you can see that I still struggle with a bit of FPS problems. That might be because I played a lot of Space Engineers today and did some work with these arms and did some other stuff regarding the docking arm there. Basically, I'm trying to make it longer and all that stuff. The good news is that hopefully in the future, in the relatively near future, we will have hopefully a solution to some of the problems that Space Engineers brings with it. I will, again, it is still a bit a bit hanging, so I will not make promises that I might not be able to keep, but a good friend of mine basically gave me hopefully a solution for some of the problems we might have with the game. And that's good news. So you can see that these arms, I basically brought in a new mod. That's House.Space scaffold mod. It's just basically a mod that uses the models of the unfinished blocks and makes blocks out of them. It's pretty neat, and I needed something like that because all the nanobots and nanites will just finish blocks that are there, and so I needed a mod for that. So you can see it's just steel plates. It looks a bit neater to have these see-through blocks. I will try to make basically a nice, and again I will have to play with that, make a nice arm structure, maybe go a bit sloped here, then go over top, interlock it with some of the pillar blocks or something like that, so that it looks a bit neater. The the whole structure, I don't want it too big. I my ring station at the moment looks pretty small when it comes to the comparison with this with this dock here. But hey, the Empress is a big ship. I recently, by the way, found new skins. I have parts of the Badger suit now, and that thing is really it's a badger suit. You look like a badger sometimes. I have the feeling you look a lot more like a big skunk. But yeah, don't know. So good. You all saw what I'm trying to do with the sensors in the last video. So now I can do basically a bit of design work to maybe find a good way how I can anchor these things to the whole structure here. So I want to have a bit of a solid anchor down here, but the arm itself, I don't want it to be too crazy big. So when I can go with the slope of the ship here, that would be pretty nice. So if I start the slope somewhere here and then just go up, what I need to know is if there is, yeah, there is a slope. Good, I will, but I think I will make it wider. So start basically here, make the middle hollow then, and then put some of these pillars in between these two rows of blocks. That might be nice. So I will do that on the bottom side too. The arm here needs to be, or doesn't need to be so big. What I can do, and that's a neat idea. I can hide basically this thing here. So I want to have this line sometimes basically broken by the conveyor blocks. Has to do with the stability, because these tubes on their own, they don't hold together. So if I would cut here and then cut here, this whole thing would basically be free floating. And if I have conveyor blocks in between the stuff, then I have anchor points basically. I don't know. As you might have seen, I have elongated the whole docking bridge here, made this symmetrical, because before it wasn't symmetrical, and I thought it doesn't need to be symmetrical, but now with this thing being longer, I thought, yeah, make it symmetrical. That looks a bit neater. The antenna will go in the meantime, or at one point the antenna will go away there, and maybe I can position that thing somewhere else. The antenna is just there so I can get in contact with the ship, because I need my suit range is just 200 meters or something like that, and if I move the ship, for example, out there, then I might not be able to get in contact with it. So okay, I want to have it be a bit stronger on the back side. So basically make a static connection. So if I put, oh man, the leg is bad. I should have restarted the whole thing before I started this. That's always a thing I should think about, but I played before I started recording, and now yeah, we will have to deal with it. Sorry for that, but 3 times? 3 times inverted corner? Is this stuff smaller? Ah, that's small blocks. Small blocks basically in a bigger fashion. Oh, okay, and that also exists. Nice, 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 nice. That's a neat idea. I don't need it here, but for the future, we will definitely use that. Good. So, what I want to do basically is have the slope continue here and then anchor it to the backside. Maybe make a plate here so it looks a bit more sturdy. Lead this up. Here I will go with a slope, and then I can lead it basically here into an anchor point. So the slope would come up here. Here I will use full blocks. Oh, it's so bad. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that it is today. Sorry, it's just bad. Again, I hope that in the near future everything will be better. So full blocks here, and then I will put in a full block here. And the nanites just don't make it better at the moment. That's not good. Maybe I should restart. Let me restart. Just so we can deal with the last 10 minutes in a bit better fashion. Good. I'm back, and I hope that this works a bit better now. Yeah, it seems better at least. Good. Okay, what I want to do now is find a way how we can basically make this look nice. I'm not sure if I should go completely with the scaffolds or if I should basically mix it up with the sometimes the whole leg thing and all that stuff happens. That's a thing I cannot control, but again, let us hope this changes soon. That would be so good. Okay, I want to have it basically follow this slope. That's why I basically have the arms on these small slopes. Here on this side it will basically make this hangar door inaccessible, but there's another one on the other side. So now I can take out basically the rest of that thing. Let me do that. Okay, we will bring it up here, and then I can remove this back part here completely. This whole thing again, I don't want it to look too heavy. It's I don't know, in space dogs that would be basically some things where you could attach. I don't know what you would attach to it in space dogs. Cranes, although cranes are just not necessary in space, but don't know. These would act as braces to hold the ship in place or something like that. And for me, I want to use them as a good way to basically hide these whole these whole all this sensor stuff. It's neat because I not only have then the 4 points on the back, but I have it also in the front, so I can see if the ship is relatively straight in the dock. I can see if I have when I add the bottom part, I can basically see if the whole thing is not rolled in there. So I can I can see if it's parallel to the tube, and then I can see if the roll vector is right. Basically, I don't even know if roll vector is the right word, and I can see if it has the right distance from the arms and all that stuff, or the locking mechanism there. That's a good thing. So it's good to have basically 4 points that way, at least in my opinion. So we will not be able to fit the Duchessa within it in here. So the cradle for the Duchessa will not work in dock, but we will do something similar. That's what Martin suggested. Make something similar for the Duchessa, so she has a nice thing where she can dock too. That's good. And maybe make it on this side, the back side, or the side towards the sun will mainly be for power generation. By the way, I have put some solar panels up there. I will remove these ones and just use these ones. And the other side, again, I want to use for this repairing operation or this dismantle operation, if the area beacons ever work on neutral or enemy ships. I'm not sure. We will see. But maybe make there the part that is really for repairing ships and all that stuff. Good. This bracing can stay that way. I'm not sure if the bottom part here is good, but I will make 2 of these lines so that I can basically... okay. I need to brace it from the bottom now. And we can do it just... no, that's wrong. We can just do it. Come on. Come on. T. And then... is that right? This is right. And then I can remove the blocks on the back and can put another sloped part in there. Good. This will lead up to here, and then I'm not sure. Maybe I need to put some full blocks somewhere here. I will remind myself of that. Some full blocks would be neat just to break up this whole scaffolding part. At one point, the scaffolding would also be too. If it's just scaffolding, it also wouldn't look completely right. So maybe adding some parts in here that are full blocks, that might be good. 4 get. Come on, remove that. 4. Be fast. Thanks. And then can I remove? Can I remove? Nah, I need to remove this upper part here. So if I remove this, everything stays together. Good. Then put in this slope block here. Come on, remove that. I need to make the whole nanite thing faster there. And then remove this. I want to see if I can hollow out this part here. Can I, without problems, remove this? Or do I lose connection then? So I need to make another connection here between the two parts. I'm maybe just... Come on, put in a full block here so that I can remove this one. Okay, this is done. That should work out now. Yes. Nothing nothing floats away. So I hope you can see what I'm thinking with this. This will make the... Oh no, that's not too nice. I'm not sure. I will have to deal with this in the future anyways and see. Can't I fit? Oh, what's this now? No, it works. Good. So this is pretty neat. Now I can go and replace all these blocks with slopes. I think I will leave this one as a scaffolding block and then see what I can do with this middle part. I might leave the middle part as it is, but maybe make some bracings wrap around here or so. Again, I don't want to have everything as scaffolding. That is not too neat. Again, you need to mix that up a bit. Not have it in one fashion, basically. That's always a good thing. Then the eye doesn't get basically tired of just looking through these blocks and all that stuff. Okay, now I can't wait for for it hopefully getting better. Okay. This now. For now, the good thing with these scaffolds is, and that's a cool thing, they are pretty cheap, so I can just use them as... it slows down. There, a ship appeared. That is always a point where it starts slowing down. These scaffolds are pretty cheap. That's a good thing. I can just bring them in and make structures, stabilized structures with them, and then we can remove them again later. Here, that's what I mean. At the moment, it is just too... I need to clear it up down here. So down here, I will make it out of full blocks, then go to, don't know, here, then have scaffolding, maybe make this part a bit longer so that I can this needs to be a bit longer so that it don't know, I don't know how to describe that. It needs to break up the scaffolding structure, and then I need to fit some blocks in between. Maybe not blocks, maybe use these pillars, these ones, to also break it up a bit, so it doesn't yeah, again, there needs to be a mix of blocks that makes things basically look nice. That's a thing that I always have to understand when I don't color stuff. So you can see that with the station. The station looks a bit bland because it has no color and it's just flat gray blocks. The windows and all that stuff, it breaks it up a bit, but there needs to be more. The Duchessa was the first thing basically with color in my world, and that's neat. And now with the Empress, I need to continue that. So the coloring this whole thing gives it a bit more depth. The eye doesn't see just a gray splotch and all that stuff. It's a neat thing to have, and you need to do that with structures too. People always remind me of that, and it gives the eye something to look at, as dumb as that sounds, but that's what needs to be done. Okay, so I will basically do my plans with immediately do the plans with the other side, because now at the moment, ooh, that's bad. I hope I can still, yeah, I think it's still a station block, so it doesn't, yeah, it's connected, good thing. Okay, this, and then this. How high should I go up with it? It doesn't need to be too high. So if I go too high with the whole thing, then it's not good too. So maybe just to here. Yeah, and I need to find a way to make the front side a bit neater. Where should I start with the pillars? Maybe I start down here and then go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, that's good, because this will be removed anyways. And here I could go with maybe a slope block. That might work out pretty well. And then I have these pillars in between that gives it a bit of a more stable look. And if I need, I can add more in between. Now with 3 spaces in between, I can just fill more in. Good. I'm running long again. All these build episodes are always basically a way to say, okay, here, that's my concept, that's the idea I have, and then wait if you have something to say to me about that. and maybe have suggestions for it. So I can't wait for that. Good. I can put in some blocks to stabilize that. Okay, 4. But I think I will stop recording for today. And again, tomorrow I have some space engineers thing in the morning, and we will see what comes out of that. And then we will see us, I think, in the next, at the latest in the next week, hopefully on Monday. And then we will have to see. Next week is a bit is a bit full, so I don't know how much time I will have. We will see how it works out. Good, people, but I think that's all for today. If you have ideas for this, let me know. Always good to hear stuff like that. And any other things, maybe Srabish has come up with more solutions or is happy with me trying it the way he thought it should be done. So we will see. Good, people, thanks for watching. Go into the description if you need any information. Twitter, Patreon, the mod collection. I will update that as soon as possible, also with this mod. And otherwise, yeah, I hope to see you in the next video. See ya, guys.